Her part. Action. Good day, lovely people. My name is Michael Azumaging. For today's video, I am going to do a short reflection about the 1956 high school exchange student in USA debate about prejudice. The four student participants in the discussion included Yoriko Konishi from Japan, Ratnati Iskandar Dinata from Indonesia, Judith from the United Kingdom, and lastly, Raul Contreras of the Philippines. So let's start with the Philippines. Filipino delegate Raul Contreras, 15 years old, turning 16 in that same year, shared his definition of prejudice. So I am presenting a short highlight of the said debate. So here's the short highlight of Raul Contreras. When a person loses track of the dignity of the human soul and judge others not on the basis of their being persons, but on the basis of race, economic status, that is prejudice. So for me, actually, Raul Contreras was right. He think that prejudice is not just a word, it's a feeling of hatred. Maybe it comes from a word, gestures, or even physical actions. That's why he explains what prejudice are and how it could affect the life of the individuals. So my short overview about Raul Contreras is everything that was being stated by Raul Contreras from the very beginning until the last part of the debate was right and outstanding. Why? It's because he has this strong personality that other students didn't have. He also has this wonderful voice when it comes to his turn when talking. So let's proceed from the United Kingdom. United Kingdom, Judith Rader, prejudice that I admit as soon as I met the person with the red head. I was put myself on my guts. I have the silly prejudice that all red-haired people had terrible tempers that passionate of the color of their hair. Then I have silly prejudice, for example, as I met the Australian delegate Elizabeth Woodgates, she was shocked of her accent that most English people cannot. So my short reflection is in the statement of Judith in her debate. She explains that how red-headed people had a terrible tempers that passionate of their color of their hair. In her part, prejudice is just a word that admires a person. She also explains how Elizabeth Woodgate appreciates her accent. Maybe there are countries that prejudice didn't exist, like for example in the United Kingdom. All people out there accepts everyone, traditions, colors, and languages. So my short overview about Judith Rader, everyone should live equally, not just in traditions but also in color. Everyone deserves peace and unity, but there are countries that until now prejudice still exists. But in the United Kingdom, everyone is free to live and to be respected. So let's proceed to Japan. Yoriko Konishi. Well, I don't have any prejudices in the Philippines. Many of the Japanese people hate Korea because of the president of Korea mines his own line on the republic between Korea and Japan. If the Japanese fishermen go over that line, they were caught by a Korean people. They cannot go home and we are trying to be friends with Korean people. So in my reflection, prejudice by Yoriko Konishi is a serious matter because they experience such discrimination between Korean people. She's trying to defend their sides. Korea becomes worse to the Japanese people. That's why they're tempered to become friends with Korean people, despite of the prejudices that they already experience. So my short overview about Yoriko Konishi is everyone should live equally without discrimination. Learn to accept and respect. That's how Yoriko Konishi tries to explain on the said debate. So the last but not the least is Indonesia. Indonesia, Ratnati Iskandar Dinata in her own statement. Prejudice is a feeling of hate of the people, is a group or individual towards the other people. Prejudice is the strongest hate for her. When they ask somebody there is prejudice, they accidentally hate such an hate. In this statement of debate, Ms. Ratnati Iskandar explains how prejudice in their country becomes crucial. For her, prejudice is a feeling of hate, like discriminations. Everyone didn't deserve to be discriminated in the other way. Everyone should live equally and deserves respect. My short overview Let's compare Indonesia then and now. The Indonesia becomes very prone to prejudice, unlike right now. Everyone who lives there is being accepted and treated as a part of their culture and traditions. Until now, there are some countries that prejudice still exists, but few of them learned how prejudices could affect the life of the individuals and how it could affect their culture and traditions. So for me, we deserve to live equal. We are also human beings. We need respect and acceptance. So again, I hope you enjoy this video and I hope you learned something about this video. So my name is Michael Azamaging, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button to be notified for my new and upcoming videos. Thank you!